Today I'm sharing some random facts about me. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lydia, and today I'm going to be sharing some random facts about me. I've got 45 facts, which is a pretty random number, but I couldn't think of 5 more to make 50, so I've got 45 facts I'm going to share about me. Some you may know, some you may not know. I've tried to keep it as fun and as interesting as possible. Also, I just want to say happy September. It is now autumn and I'm really excited. I've got my Nightmare Before Christmas, you can just about see Sally there, Nightmare Before Christmas top on. I've got my like candy corn earrings in. I'm so happy that it's autumn. I cannot wait for the colder weather and to wear jumpers and to have Halloween and to watch like Hocus Pocus and Nightmare Before Christmas, Beetlejuice. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I wanted to do this video because I've recently gained quite a few more subscribers and I thought it would be really nice for you to know a little bit more about me, get to know me a little bit more. I have done some other get to know me style videos, so I'll leave a card of the playlist up above if you want to know even more about me. So yeah, make sure to check out that playlist if you haven't already. I'm actually quite surprised that I managed to think of 45. I thought I would only be able to think of like 10. So yeah, here we go. So I do have them written all on my phone, so if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my phone. But the first one is my star sign is Cancer. If you didn't know, my birthday is the 24th of June. I don't really follow horoscopes, but the odd time that I do look them up, it is quite weird how much I'm like that, how much I am like a Cancer and how, you know, emotional I can be. So the next fact is my mum is British and my dad is Italian, so that makes me half Italian, and not many people know that about me. I don't really say it often because, to be honest, I kind of forget sometimes, if I'm being real on here and if I'm being honest. I do kind of forget sometimes that I am half Italian. I do understand Italian and I do speak it kind of, but I'm quite insecure about speaking Italian. Yeah, I am trying to improve that. I am like trying to learn more Italian and stuff to like keep it going. Yeah, not many people know that about me, and also not many people know that I was born in Italy and I lived there for 3 months, and then my parents brought me to the UK and I've stayed here ever since. So yeah, I wasn't born in the UK, I was born in Italy. Number 4 is I used to be obsessed with One Direction. I had posters around my room. I absolutely adored their music. I would listen to their music on the way to school, in my bedroom, in the car. Like, I would be listening to One Direction all the time. But I mean, like, come on, like, who wasn't? So number 5 is actually kind of 2, but I've like combined it into 1. So 2 things that I want to learn to do are play the piano and also roller skate. Hopefully in the future I can do that, and yeah, I can like play the piano. I at least want to play 1 song on the piano, like fully, maybe even like a Disney song. That would be kind of cool. My first trip to Disney was in 2000, so 20 years ago now. And we actually went during Halloween, so that's pretty cool. My first Disney trip was during Halloween and we went to Disneyland Paris, me, my mum and my dad. Before coronavirus, I did want to go to Disneyland Paris this year during Halloween to like celebrate it being like 20 years, but obviously Corona got in the way, so yeah, maybe we'll go next year to celebrate it. I'm kind of scared of open water and lifts. Kind of. I know that kind of sounds weird because I absolutely love Tower of Terror, but trust me, if you've been on Tower of Terror with me, you will know that I get so scared beforehand. Once the first drop is done, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm here for it. Let me go again. But that first drop like just makes my heart drop basically and I get so scared. But I absolutely love Tower of Terror. It's like a classic ride. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because maybe Tower of Terror literally freaked me out as a kid, so I've got that like kind of fear in my mind still. I don't really know. And then open water, don't get me wrong, I love the sea, I love looking at the sea, but I will not swim in the sea. No, that is a no-no. I will dip my feet in, I will like paddle, but no, I'm not swimming in the sea, and like being just out in the open water like just kind of freaks me out a little bit. So some of my favourite TV shows are Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Suits, High School Musical, the musical, the series, and The Imagineering Story. Those are like my faves. Two of my favourite music genres are Disney music, obviously, and 80s music. I live for 80s music. I just absolutely love 80s music so much. I always have Heart 80s on in the background, radio station, I'm just jamming away. I love listening to them on Spotify or like the 80s playlist, and obviously the Disney playlist as well. I just absolutely love. Another fact about me is that I don't drive. I did do my driving test in 2017, so like 3 years ago now, which is absolutely crazy. But I failed, and it was over this really stupid thing. I personally still don't think that I should have failed. So yeah, I did do my test, but having that experience has just made me like not very confident in picking it back up again. Hopefully I can like go back and do it. Three of my favourite underrated Disney films are Brother Bear, The Rescuers, and Atlantis. I absolutely love those films. I've watched those films since I was a little kid, and I just think they're not very represented in the parks or with merch. Well, this kind of ties in with Atlantis. So I studied English language and linguistics at university. I graduated last July, so not July 2020 but July 2019, and that's why I love Milo from Atlantis, because if you didn't know, he is a linguist. He did do like different stuff to what I did with my degree. I obviously was a linguist throughout university, so yeah, I like how there is like a Disney character that has a kind of connection to what I did at university, even though like he did do different stuff to what I did, and it just has a little special place in my heart, as well as Milo. Three things on my bucket list are doing the Disney cruise, so I'd love to do the Castaway Cay, how would you say it? I don't know how you say it. You know what one I mean, the like Bahamas one. I think that is absolutely amazing, and it's like the dream. Also go on the, is it the Disney Dream or the Disney Magic, where they have the Tangled show. I would absolutely love that. If you know me, you know I would freak out if I went and I saw that live. Also, obviously go to Disneyland Resort in California. That's just a given, isn't it? And then obviously visiting the Walt Disney Family Museum in California. That's something that we really want to do. Obviously I've got so much more on my bucket list, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet for that one. Oh, another fact about me is that I'm absolutely addicted to chocolate. If I know that there is chocolate in the house, I'm gonna go for it at some point, and I'm just gonna give in and I'm just gonna eat the chocolate. So yeah, I'm a proper chocolate lover. Another fact about me is I've never dyed my hair fully. I've never like properly like dyed my hair. I did dye like a strip of my hair back in like 2015. I'll insert like a photo so you can see what it looks like, but I haven't like fully dyed my hair. I've never had highlights or anything like that, purely because I just like my hair as it is, and I couldn't see myself with like blonde hair or pink hair or red hair. Like I honestly couldn't see myself with any other colour apart from brown. The next fact about me is I used to bite my nails right up until last year. Last year was when I fully stopped and something just clicked and I just didn't do it again. But yeah, I used to bite my nails right from when I was around 4 maybe. Like really early on. I was doing it all the time, whenever I was nervous, when I was anxious, when I was like scared of doing something. Sometimes I didn't even know I was doing it, like it got that bad. But something last year just clicked and I just stopped doing it, and then by the time I realised I had like properly grown nails. Kind of scared to admit that because I know that some people get grossed out about it, but that's just how I was, and it's a fact about me, so I'm going to include that in this video. I also had like a stutter, stammer, whatever you want to call it, when I was around 3 years old. It didn't last long apparently. I used to get it when I tried to speak too quickly, or like when I was excited or when I was a bit nervous, but it didn't last long apparently. But yeah, I remember being really sad about it. I am such a hardworking person. Like, once I've got an idea in my head or like a task that I have to do, I will go for it like straight on, and I will just continue to work until I get it done, until it's finished, or like until it, you know, is successful. I've always been like that. I've always been such a hardworking person, and I'm like so dedicated to like, you know, things that interest me or my work. I have a scar on my, I think it's my right knee, where I fell over in year 7. It was really, really embarrassing, and I think I should have got stitches, but I didn't get stitches, and that's why I've got a scar now. I also have a skin condition called eczema. If you didn't know, I have like spoken about it on my Instagram, but it's basically like a skin condition where you get like really dry, like flaky, red in some places, like patches of skin, and this could be like because of the weather changing. So like right now I've got quite dry hands, or if I'm stressed. That is like my main thing. If I'm stressed, my eczema will flare up, so I can get it on my legs, on like this bit of my arms, on my hands, on my elbows. Sometimes I even get it on my eyelids if I'm that stressed. So yeah, it's something that I've had to deal with since a really young age. I only have my ears pierced, and I only have like one, you get what I mean. Like, I don't have multiple piercings on my ears, I only have one on each. And yeah, I don't have any other piercings like on my body or anything. I'm kind of scared to do that, and I don't think I'd want to anyway. I just like having my ears pierced. I'm 5 foot and I have size 3 feet. I'm a very sentimental person, so I like to keep things that have like memories attached to them. So whether that be like pins, I do that a lot with pins, or photos. I absolutely love taking photos. I love doing scrapbooks as well, or like photo albums. My first concert was in 2010 and I went to see JLS. I was meant to be seeing them in December this year, but obviously with Corona and everything, it's being postponed to July next year. So that's going to be pretty cool because it's going to be like a summer concert instead of a winter one. But yeah, my first concert was 2010, December 2010, the 23rd of December 2010. See, I know the date off by heart. From 2012 to 2015 was like my concert time. I went to so many concerts, I can't even count how many concerts I've been to. I've got like tins of like concert tickets and booklets and like wristbands and stuff. I don't go to as many concerts as I did back then, but I absolutely love concerts nonetheless, and they're like my happy place, as well as Disney. I am obsessed with space and learning about space. If you didn't know, I would absolutely love to visit the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. That is like up there on my bucket list. I'm a very friendly and caring person. I always look out for my friends and people that are closest to me. I've always been like that. I've always been really nice, and I would class myself as genuine as well. I like to be honest and open, and yeah, I would class myself as very friendly, very down to earth, and yeah, I will welcome you with open arms. I am also kind of an introvert. I'm kind of an extrovert in a little way, because I do like being around like friends and family, and I feel like I have kind of come out of my shell a little bit more since like doing YouTube and doing Instagram. But I am also an introvert. I do like kind of my own space, and sometimes being on my own, and also socializing sometimes can be a bit hard on me, especially if I don't know the people, or I don't know many people. If you meet me for the first time, I am quite shy and I am kind of like reserved and like, hi. But once you get to know me, you know that I'm like open and friendly. I'm kind of like a mixture in a way. It's kind of weird, I don't know. I absolutely love watching crime documentaries. So I loved Cold Case Files on Netflix. I loved Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix. We've been watching Mindhunter, and that's like a crime / mystery. It's got Jonathan Groff in it, so another reason to watch it. My 3 favourite Disney princesses are Rapunzel, Tiana and Jasmine. Love them, they are just absolutely amazing. One of my favourite Disney quotes is, "Be yourself." I absolutely love that quote. The genie actually says it when he's like transformed into a bee, and he says it to Aladdin, and I stand by that. I like to tell everyone else as well to just be yourself, be unique, be kind. I am such a perfectionist. If you know me personally, you will know that I am such a perfectionist. Like, it's unreal, and it kind of goes back to being like very focused and being very hardworking as well. But it's good to be a perfectionist because it pushes me to do better and to, you know, improve on my skills or on my work or whatever it is. I absolutely love reading. If you follow me on Instagram or you've watched my weekly vlogs, you will know that I have recently kind of like jumped back into reading. I am on my 10th book of 2020 and my goal is to actually read 10 books, so all I've got to do is finish the book that I'm on and then I'll have met my goal. But my favourite genres are romance, fantasy, crime / mystery. We had a puppy back in 2008 and we called him Disney. Obviously, what other name are we going to call him? He was a beagle and he was literally like a human, like it was so funny. But we only had him for 3 months because my eczema flared up quite a bit and so did my mum's. We didn't know at the time that we would have an allergic reaction to him, but he's doing great. We are like kind of in contact with the people that have him now. My favourite seasons are summer and autumn. I love autumn because, you know, Halloween and just the cozy vibes, but I also love summer because I'm a summer baby. My favourite Halloween films are Beetlejuice and Nightmare Before Christmas, but I do love Hocus Pocus as well. And yes, I do watch Nightmare Before Christmas at Halloween and at Christmas. Don't come at me, but you've got to watch it as many times as you can throughout this whole kind of season. The first Disney film I ever remember watching was The Lion King. Absolutely love that film and it's one of my favourites still to this day. Up until the age of around 17, I used to do dance lessons, so I used to do tap, ballet, modern and a bit of street as well, but I wasn't very good at that, so we're not talking about that. I started ballet around 5 or 6 and then I stopped, and then I picked it up again around 13 or 14 and then I continued to do that until I was like 17 and I did loads of shows and I did exams, but I would love to pick up dance again because I absolutely loved it. Sticking to the sports kind of vibes, I used to be on the netball team during primary school, and then when I got to secondary school, so when I was around 12 or 13, I actually went to the netball tryouts for my secondary school, and they came back and told me that I couldn't be in the team because I was too small. We love that. I used to think Big Hero 6 was a Pixar film, and it wasn't until like last year when I realised that it's not a Pixar film. Don't know why, it just gives off the Pixar vibes. Does anyone else feel like that? I've never broken a bone in my body and I don't know how that hasn't happened. 3 countries I would love to visit are Canada, Australia and Spain. Yes, I'm British and I've never been to Spain before. I know, like it's literally unheard of. I am left-handed, but I can actually do quite a lot of stuff with my right hand, so I tie my shoelaces like a right-handed person would, and then I also use scissors with my right hand. And the final fact that I'm going to share with you is obviously going to be a Disney one. My 3 favourite Disney park snacks are the Mickey ice cream sandwiches, the alien mochi that you can get at Tokyo Disney, and then also the Mickey beignets that you can get at Walt Disney World. I could honestly eat them all the time. If I had access to them in the UK, I would eat them all the time. So there you go. That was 45 facts about me. I hope you learned something new and I hope this was interesting to watch, hearing some really weird and random facts. Let me know down below some facts about you so I can get to know you a little bit more. That is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye!